Do 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 do. Wait for it to pop up on my phone. Do 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 do. Uh, hello, 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 beautiful creatures of the internet. I am your armchair quarterback, Mango Jones. Hello. As always, in the description, you'll find links to the stream pervs who I'm on the shared StreamYard with. You'll find links to the Petty Fam. You'll find links to Tito, because Tito's funnier than Yato, and I still have not replaced Yato's link yet because I am a bit slack. Yeah. Oh, you'll also find Mango's master list of U.S. resources with everything from LGBTQIA plus resources to reproductive health resources to domestic violence resources and beyond. Pinned at the top. Well, where am I? Where am I at? Bam! There I am. Okay. Pinned at the top and going across the thing, you'll find the Small Human Help Fund. I reduced the goal for this morning. Why did I reduce the goal for this morning? Because the goal for this morning is purely covering groceries. I will be back tonight with a much longer stream and a much bigger goal to hopefully cover about half of Small Humans Honest Aid, if all goes well. And if I can at least do that, then I can get it. So like, that's what we're doing tonight. Yeah. So let me say hi to the people, and we will get into some stuff and or themes. And themes? No, it is. Anyway. Good morning, Yami. Also first. Yes, you are first. Hooray. Good morning, Ivy. Or, well, good evening, good night for you. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. in Japan. I don't know if Mari's gonna be here, but Mari is also in Japan. Hello, hello, J Gamer. I hope that you are doing quite well today. Good morning, PT Ham. Lovely to have you. Hello, hello, user 2. So, everyone here, everyone present, and accounted for. Perfect. Why don't we see what Vaughn's been up to? What does Vaughn have to say? Oh, that's loud. That is right in my ear. Turn you down. Just wow. My fucking ear. So this video comes courtesy of Nats in the Pizza. Nats on the pizza? Nats in the pizza? Nats in Pizza. Great channel. Fantastic. Always love having their clips around. Makes shit a lot easier. And this one is actually from this morning. This is a clip from this morning. Because he was up and streaming at like 3 o'clock this morning.
Holy hopping horseshit, folks. According to my mobile device, it's 57 degrees out there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Breakfast of champions. Beefaroni at 3 o'clock in the morning. Vaughn, why do you eat online? Because it drives the haters insane. Drives them insane.
Okay, he is not wrong about that. It does drive everyone insane. It absolutely does drive everyone insane. Because he doesn't have any teeth. He gums it. He gums down his food, and it's the grossest fucking shit that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Fucking disgusting. Let's see. I got about 3 hours of sleep. This morning was in the ER for... Oh, I'm so sorry that you were in the ER. Are you okay? Everything good? You back home? Good morning, Griffin Doggo. You're always about to walk a pupper. Well, that's because the puppy dogs need walks. They have a legal right to go over there. Hmm. All dogs must go over there. Good morning, Holafola. I hope that you are doing fantastic today. Same with you, Fit and Curvy. He comes everything, everything, fucking everything. That poor beefaroni. I agree. Poor beefaroni. Mini donuts coming. Ugh. N- Why'd you bring up the Go-Gurt? Damn it, Fit. Not the Go-Gurt.
Oh, by the way, yeah, praise report. The gods came through and averted a major disaster that was looming on the horizon, and the gods of creation averted that, and thus now I can begin my offensive, my counteroffensive, um, to making Clay County great again. We're going to make Clay County great again. We're going to get everything back the way it was, hopefully, before they came down here and started a bunch of shit. That's the plan. I don't know if it'll work, but that's the plan. Hopefully it will. But yeah, it's time for a counteroffensive. Everybody that owes me money, I mean, I got child support that owes me $67,000. I got district court that owes me 74,000.
No, don't worry, guys. My internet's fine. We're not fuckering off. My mute was done on purpose. I got a phone call. So sorry about that. So terribly sorry. That's my mistake. But let me take it back just a tiny bit. Let me take it just a little bit back. Also, Nats in the pizza. Fuck you for the close up of Vaughn with his beefaroni mouth. That was horrifying. That was fucking horrifying. Vaughn and Gogurt combo is nightmare fuel. It is the worst thing ever. It is the worst kind of thing. Ugh. Good morning, Toodle Pants. I hope that you're doing well today. And you too, Dee. And yes, it's Vaughn. He's gumming down beefaroni. Quick, Ash shakes to the window. Damn it, Taylor Noir. Hey, Red Eye. I didn't art, I think. Again. Sweet. I love seeing your art. It's fucking fantastic. This pause screen makes Vaughn look like a dry, soggy thumb after it's been in a pool for hours on end. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a very good description, actually. That's very specific. Good morning, Jakai. Good morning, Lizard. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so false alarm. It was a mute. It was a mute. But you know what it's better than? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Haha.
I brought you frankincense. Thank you. And I brought you myrrh. Thank you. Murder. Judas.
Better than murder. Okay. Anyway, move that one up because that one's like one of my favorites. Deep, deep. All right. So
Plan. I don't know if it'll work, but that's the plan. Hopefully it will. But yeah, it's time for a counteroffensive. Everybody that owes me money, I mean, I got child support that owes me $67,000.
child support does not owe you $67,000. Child support does not owe you $67,000. And the reason that child support does not owe you $67,000 is because you, while you still had parental rights over the children and they were in foster care at any point in time, had to pay child support for your children because they were in the care of someone else. And that is just how it goes. Oh, thank you, Ivy. That's so sweet. You're a doll. But yeah, they do not owe you money. You honestly probably still owe them some money for keeping track of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know it before I do? I got an email. It shows up pretty fast on my end when people do that. Which is weird. Let me update the pin. Bum, ba, bum, bum. But yeah. Vaughn looked old since he was Karate Kyle. Oh god, Karate Kyle. Someone needs to bring back the saga of Karate Kyle. I'm not super familiar with this fella, but I've heard nothing good about him. There is no redeeming quality about Von Helden. He possesses no redeeming quality. I still have the full, unaltered, no watermarks on it, no commentary on it, no nothing video where Vaughn's mom first got taken to the hospital and he went on live to go ahead and paint a narrative about how he left his mother who was having strokes on the floor for hours. No redeeming qualities. I hope the bathroom slugs found a new roomie. They do deserve better. Those slugs deserve the world. And no bathrooms to clean. Also, how do you hire slugs to clean your bath? Anyway, the bathroom slugs are going to get them. Vaughn owes the bathroom slugs money for looking after the kids as well as he did. Maybe the slugs honestly probably did do better. There's like no two ways about that. The slugs work best for that. That live was absolutely horrible. That live was probably one of the worst things that I had seen in a long time. And I still have it. It's always good for someone to keep a copy of that shit just without any editing done to it, just in case. Another video that I have of Vaughn's that I hate having was before Alice passed away. R.I.P. In which she was not in her right state of mind, and Vaughn was getting her to say things like, the will isn't correct and all of this other stuff. It's a very sad video to watch, but I have a copy of it just in case his BitChute ever goes down. Because that was fucked up shit. Anyway, child support does not owe you money, Vaughn.
I got district court that owes me $74,000. And
How does the district court owe you $74,000? How would the district court owe you $74,000? Like, realistically. Vaughn is a heartless, selfish, neglectful sack of skin, in my opinion. Yes, he is. Very much is.
and the Frost that owe me $32 million. I give
The Frosts owe you $32 million. How? I raised that question once again. How? How did the Frost owe you $32 million? Anyone? Anyone know how that? No.
get all that money back. I'll be sitting pretty. That'll be $32,141,000. That's enough money to live on. That's enough money to have a good life.
Vaughn, you're 60. You're 60. What are you gonna do with $32 million? Who are you gonna leave that $32 million to should something happen to you? You're stripped of your parental rights, so not like you can really leave them anything and guarantee that they get it. You don't have siblings. Don't like the Frosts. You leave it. Who's gonna get that money? Must be Zimbabwean dollars. Maybe. Maybe. Went from 20 to 32 million. Wow, interest is a bitch and a half. And how much is built up?
And so now we gotta work towards getting it back, right? Yes, we do. Now a lot of people poo-poo the idea. Oh, you can't get it back. You can't. I don't care if it takes. I mean, they got kids. If their kids have to pay me for the rest of their natural lives, then so be it. But I'm going to get my money back. Really, what needs to happen is Clay County pays me, and then Clay County goes after them for their money. That's how it should be. I don't know.
Yes. Von Helton just turned 60 this year. He's only 60 years old. I know it's very hard to believe what with the faith, but he is 60. Yeah.
why we stopped doing it that way. But in some areas, they won't do it that way no more. But that's how it used to be done. Clay County gives me the money, and then they go after the pros and have the pros give them payments until they pay it all back. Now, if the pros have spent all 32 million of that money, or they put it in an offshore account or something stupid like that,
Vaughn, the frosts don't seem the frosts that I have heard speak and have been in like a voice chat with, listening to, and all that stuff. They they don't appear to be the kind of people that are crime syndicate level and have offshore accounts. You know, I just I have this gut feeling that they don't have offshore accounts that they're hiding money in. Good morning, Bill Portley. There is no 30. Yeah, there's no 32 million. There have been 32 million.
thinking that I can't get it. We'll put it in an offshore account. That way he can't get it. And well, surprise, the courts can order you to release it anyway. And then if you don't, they just garnish your wages or they take your SSI or your VA and give it to me until it's all paid back. That's how it works, boys and girls. Yep, that's how it works. So,
That is decidedly not how that works. Also, how are you going to get them to give you any money anyway? Like, you want to get a court order to do that, but there's no lawyer, literally no lawyer, that is going to go with this plan. And his offshore accounts, hola fola. Larry is a criminal mastermind and has offshore accounts, apparently. Oh my god. Larry is the last person that would have offshore accounts.
things are turning around in my favor finally. And I'm going to get into court and, like I said, launch my counteroffensive.
A slug
I'm going
lawyer?
to get everything back. Like I said, once I get everything back that belongs to me, I'll be a happy camper. What's Clay County going to do with the frost? I don't know, and I don't give a shit. They can put them on a slow boat back to Ohio where they come from. They can throw them in jail.
A slow boat back to Ohio. Do you know how truly slow that boat would be, Vaughn? Slow boat back to Ohio. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure no lawyer will represent him. You're not wrong. Yeah, no one's going to represent him. No one's going to represent his ideals. Uh, he's already said that he wants to find a lawyer that's smart enough to believe him. So, yeah, hashtag landboat. The boat is necessary. The slow boat back to Ohio. Maybe he'll find Alligator Dundee. He died of natural causes.
I don't care. Whatever they want to do with them is fine with me. As long as I get my money. As long as I get my money, I don't give a shit.
long as he gets his money, he don't give a shit. Smart lawyer won't believe it. No lawyer worth their salt would believe him or go with anything that he says or provide representation in any way, shape, or form like that. Not happening. Oddly enough, there might be a lawyer dumb enough to believe him. There probably is a lawyer that's dumb enough to believe him. Morning, Mano. I was searching the Netflix interweb thingy, and I came across the comedy special by Matt Rife. Matt Rife, yes. Also, good morning, Hooves. If you would like my thoughts on Matt Rife, you can check last night's stream. Matt Rife is a piece of shit. The way that he responded to criticism makes him even fucking shittier. And yeah. There is a way to be able to do humor around domestic violence, but typically, I require someone that's been through it. I know you didn't. But hey, I gotta advertise last night's stream somehow so people can go get my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? They can see the full thing. Y'all missed last night's stream. Like, I got big mad. Very mad lady. Hello, Red Royals. Howdy doody. Am in the office today, so going to be lurky lurkerson. Ooh. It's always fun. In Ireland, we have a tour bus called the Viking Splash. It is a boat/truck combo. Maybe that's what's going to Ohio. Just there's boats, but like he wants them on a slow boat back to Ohio, from where they are to Ohio. And that boat's gonna be really fucking slow because it'll have to be on land. The land boat to Ohio. Okay, so that was what Vaughn was on about at 3 o'clock this morning. Now, let's see. What do I have? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Well, so Vaughn is in Clay County, Ohio. And Clay County would be the closest place that it would be to would be Cincinnati. And the closest major city in Ohio that he's close to would be Cincinnati. And that's mm, it's about 3 hours away from where he is. He's closer to Tennessee than he is to Ohio. Now, this is an old Shanny. I mean, obviously she's old, but this is an older Shanny video. This comes to us from March of 2020. So, this is after they moved into Colorado apartment number 3. After they started doing the OnlyFans stuff. I do believe that they had already quit OnlyFans by this point, if memory serves.
Zup. Shenny for Christ here. How you guys doing? So, I've been noticing things that are juicy, things that are nice, things that make you feel good. So, the Christians, I've noticed, they're all nice and cozy right now. We are feeling all good. We're not fighting with anyone. We're all getting along.
Yeah, he's in Clay County, Kentucky, much closer to Tennessee. So the slow boat to Ohio would definitely be a very slow boat. Hello, Mari. Lovely to have you. Their OnlyFans videos looked smelly. Yes. Yes, they did. Sexy for Christ on Twitter. Oh God, I go to unmute and I see Shanny's face that made me choke on my coffee. I am so sorry. My bad.
We're all like, Jesus is coming back soon. We're all happy. While the godless heathens, that includes the Noahides and all of them, everyone that denies Christ, I've noticed that they're all suffering right now. They're all hungry, jobless, fucking losers with nothing to do with their lives.
So this has not aged well, as you can see. Don't promote sexy Shanny. Do not that. I'm glad that so many people are picking up my do not that. Makes my heart happy. But yeah. All of the people that deny Christ. They're hungry, jobless, losers. They're terrible. I mean, I'm hungry, but I also did not eat breakfast this morning. So, when is this? This is March of 2020. So, 3 years ago, coming up on 4 years ago.
Because they've all lost their jobs. Or they didn't even have jobs. Most of the people that are my enemies, they've never really had jobs, just minor stupid jobs. And that's how it would always be.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my job is pretty fucking stupid sometimes, but it's still more than what you have. Mari, do not click that link. Don't do it. Do not that. I'm being dead serious. I'm trying to protect you. Do not click that link. It's the forbidden link. Can't say you don't have an impact on people, literally changing people's speech patterns in another country. That's true. That's true. I deal with dumb people, but I actually love my job. Huh. That's fair. Yikes, I was out for a few minutes. Who is this? This is Shani for Christ. Shani for Christ. She's talking about how all of the godless people that she knows are poor and hungry and jobless. And if they do have a job, it's just, menial and stupid. Yeah. Going to get a drive across New York driving job. Oh, nice. Shani is gray. She's very gray. I was just about to, then I saw it was posted by Hooves. Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to gauge it by did Hooves post it? Nobody knows the grays I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Oh my god. Quick derail from the godless gray. I figured out how to make crochet sleeve cuffs. Ooh. Nice.
These minor, stupid jobs. And to prove I've been on for 2 minutes and no one has popped on to see me because they usually do. They're probably all sleeping in bed because they're losers. See, my enemies, all they do all day long is talk about me. Me, while ignoring their own priorities and prioritizing me first instead of their own pathetic lives. It's a sad situation, folks. And the funny thing about my enemies is they're noticing they're not having a good time anymore. Everything around them is falling apart. And I'm still in the lap of luxury, loving life like nothing's happened. While my enemies, they sit there and they squalor and yell and complain all the days of their lives because they're losers. They have to obsess about a person.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it obsessing over you. Like, look, man, it's just so easy to point out like all of your fucking shit, like all of your bullshit. It's just so easy to point out. Especially now, like years later, because like, man, so much of it is documented. So much of it has been seen by so many people. We can revisit it and be like, "Oh, hey, look. This aged poorly." Her lazy linguistics is interesting to notice after listening to the last stream with Mo's research. Yes, it is. It's fascinating. The lazy linguistics are just, I love it. Thank you again, Mo. Mo is good people. I mean, me being in bed right now is a priority because it's going to be super busy in a few hours. That's called self care. That is called self care. I'm doing this right now so that, well, I can wake up and kind of get my brain where it needs to be because shit's been hard lately. But talking to people and being able to go over stupid shit, it helps. So I'm doing that this morning. And then I got to work for a while. And then tonight, we're doing a lawn stream with a much bigger goal than the goal that is set right now so that I can be able to hopefully get like half of the money needed to be able to get small humans on a aid because that shit's fucking expensive. So again, long fundraising stream tonight, you guys. Whoop, whoop. Were you going to watch? I don't know. I'll pull that later. I'll figure it out later. Good. Don't see anything from the forbidden links. Do not click the forbidden link. Oh gosh, my heart jumped a bit when Holofola's post popped up in chat. I blame Hooves. I blame Hooves too. It's really easy to blame Hooves. PBS presents Lazy Linguistics. Yes. It's the best thing to present.
How dare she not get hurt? How dare she not suffer? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I have some judgment upon people. All your little wicked imaginations, what you want to do to me. You want to see me die. You want to see me kill myself. You want my husband to leave me. You want my children to be taken away. You want me to be put in jail. You want me to suffer in some kind, shape, or form. All those little imaginations that you wished upon me will be put upon you sevenfold, and it's happening right now. I mean, we need to look at straight my enemies and what happens to them. They all suffer in the end. They all get punished.
How were your enemies at this time suffering and getting punished? Who even were your enemies? Because, like, I mean, Drag seems to be doing all right. Jules is great, according to Burnt Toast, from what I saw in the chat. Like, Jules has been working a lot, but she's been doing good. Like, Jules is fine. Burnt Toast is thriving, doing her thing. Her theme. Hannibal and Monty are working on a rebrand for their channel, and, like, they're doing good. So who's suffering? Last time I checked it's you. Just you. It's pre-make the casseroles day and babysit my mom because anesthesia. Oh, that sounds like an interesting day. I do enjoy pre-making the casseroles for Thanksgiving. It's like, it's just so nice. It's relaxing. Plus side, the boys did get taken away. They did. They did get taken away. Come on, people. It's not like I posted a link to Blippi. Okay, but we can still be scarred. She was just mad she got no attention. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'd consider going to jail, getting a restraining order put on me by the court, losing my kids, all that seems like karmic punishment. Oh, yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit.
God avenges me because I am his daughter. You see how that works? I am God's daughter. And I will always be his daughter. And there's nothing you can do to pull that apart. Now, you can go and try to lie and twist my words and make things into things that they're not. That's okay. Because what you've done to me or tried to do to me will be done to you sevenfold. See, that's why you're
Except no one took anything that you said or did and twisted it into anything it wasn't. Uh, it always it has been what it is, at least within like the communities that I follow. It's followed very closely and very well.
divorced. That's why you have no one. That's why you're jobless. That's why you live in a little crummy apartment with a little tiny kitchen because you decided to play wicked games. You decided to deny Jesus Christ as Lord and go with heathen Babylonian Talmudic ways. That's your fault, not mine. You can suffer now. Now God right now is in a place of judgment. And his wrath is he really is pouring upon the people who deserve to be wrathful. We'll look at how many of these evil adrenochrome celebrities have been caught getting the coronavirus and getting sick.
But didn't you also allegedly get corona like 3 different times? There's a video of you where you're sick and you're just like, it's called coronavirus. Duh. Like, shut the fuck up.
I'm glad they are. Because they deserve that. That's the hell.
They deserve to get. Oh, that's a lot right there. Look here, listen. I personally don't believe that anyone deserved to get a novel virus that we did not know the long term effects of, especially right at the beginning. Because, again, this was end of March 2020. This was right as everything was shutting down. No one deserved to get it. You can disagree with me because, oh, they should have been wearing masks. They should have been blah, 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 blah. But the fact is, because we didn't know like anything about this virus, I do not believe that you should have wished it upon anyone. Just personal belief. Once we knew more, sure, you can wish it upon people all you want if that's your prerogative. Now that we knew more and the vaccines were out and people were able to protect themselves against the virus, sure. But at the beginning, nah, not so much.
Hell they brought upon themselves because they spent their whole life trying to hurt others, trying to make others fail so they can get higher in whatever they want to achieve. You never want to tear a motherfucker down when you're trying to achieve something. You should lift people up because the more successful they are is the more successful you are in the long run.
I deserve to get it because I took someone to urgent care in May 2020. Fantastic. Yeah, like right at the start, I don't think that anyone deserved to get it. I don't think that anyone should have been saying shit like that. And for her to be like, ah, yes, these celebrities deserve to get this novel virus because of the hell that they brought upon themselves. It was a brand new virus. Like, airborne illnesses, things that can live in the air. Like, you. Uh, have I ever told y'all that I don't like a lot of. Like, I don't like people. I specifically don't like stupid people. Like this angers me deeply. Jesus Christ.
Happy people make happy products. You know what I mean? But we can continue in the state of misery. See, I used to think, let me go light on certain people. Let me let me be nice to certain people because I thought that me being kind, me being nice to someone would reflect off to them. But it turns out to be just because you're nice and kind to people doesn't mean that someone's not going to stab you in the back because the majority of human beings stab each other in the back and it's a disgusting thing.
Hold on. Let me run that back a tiny bit.
To be just because you're nice and kind to people doesn't mean that someone's not going to stab you in the back because the majority of human beings stab each other in the back and it's a disgusting thing. And there's just a remnant of actual decent human beings left in the world.
No. 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 Um, look here, listen. Do people stab each other in the back? Yes, absolutely. But in my experience, in my life, um, the people that I know put back into the friendship or even just like the cordial relationship what I put into it. So if I'm not being like a little fuck shit, people typically don't stab me in the back. Your relationships probably do consist of people stabbing you in the back because you probably tripped them while they were holding the knife. Did you ever consider that, Shani? Also, did you ever consider that maybe transactional relationships with people is not the way to go? And that you're more likely to get stabbed in the back in a transactional relationship? Like, I don't know, your transactional relationship with fucking negs. Remember that? Remember that? Yeah.
So Judgment Day is upon us, which is good. Finally, the Christians will get their glorified body and be with Jesus.
No, definitely was not Judgment Day. Technically, I do believe that Judgment Day is supposed to be the rapture, and coronavirus, not the rapture. No one magically stripped of their clothes, changed bodies, and floated. I don't think I've ever had a transactional relationship. I believe prostitution is illegal in my state. It is. It is. If someone stabs you in the back, in my opinion, it's because you intimidate them on some level. A friend tells you about your fuck shit to your face. Yes. A friend absolutely will tell you about your fuck shit to your face. Why I appreciate my friends. And why my friends appreciate me? Because Lizard can tell you, I'm the first person that'll hit him up and be like, "You're fucking wrong, and here's why." I'm not a people person either. It doesn't mean I hate everyone and will be nasty to anyone. I just don't mind being left alone and prefer a small circle of associates. And that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I like the people that I've built just wonderful friendships with. But not everyone is going to be a part of that circle. I get you. Why would I want to go to heaven if a lot of shitty people are going to it? Excellent question, Bill Portley. You would not. You would not want to go there. Honestly, hell sounds way better. Because, like, I don't expect the dude that's in charge of fucking all the terrible things to punish you for doing terrible things. It's probably like South Park portrayed it. Big party. Everyone having fun. Everyone doing the theme. But Mari said somewhere in the 30s is when core friendships become more like family. Yes.
Jesus again and be away from these godless heathens who don't deserve any respect at all because they don't respect anyone. They treat people like shit and like they're toys. They're little mental toys that they can fuck around with psychologically because they are dead men. They're demons.
They're demons. Shani, what are you on? Can I inquire as to what you're on? Are you just on a high horse today? Is that all it is? Is your horse very high? Those darn demons. I know. They're always fucking everything up, aren't they? Mm-mm. Satan totally rebelled against God so that he could be God's prison warden. Makes total sense, guys. It makes the most sense. It makes the most sense. Could you unhighlight the message there? There you go, laptop. You've got it.
They belong in hell, these people. They belong in hell. Because it doesn't matter how much you try to persuade, how much you try to do good to these people, they will always do the evil thing. They are the vessels in which causes destruction, and they are the vessels in which God will crush. And he has been crushing. And he's doing it in a very, I would say, Kaiba manner, because he's just allowing them to just slowly suffer, probably because they deserve said judgment upon them.
That horse is geeked, bro. That horse is geeked. Yeah, belong. We gotta belong somewhere. Do you belong, PT? This woman is a lunatic. She absolutely is, Ivy. She is. She. This is Shani. This is Shani.
To slowly suffer because they make other people slowly suffer because they are devoid of any mercy and forgiveness in their souls. They don't belong in heaven. They won't ever belong in heaven. They belong in hell, where their soul is annihilated and they don't have to bother a motherfucker ever again. That's what they deserve. That's what they're going to get. One by one by one. My enemies are hungry. My enemies are wondering about money.
Again, I ask, how are they your enemies? Like, what exactly makes them your enemy? Like, what causes that? How are they your enemy? Um, Next thing, who's worried? Like, who of your quote unquote enemies is worried about money and food? Oh yeah, she's worried the fuck up about money. Like she is stressing hard. She very much is her own enemy. Fire and brimstone. That's yeah, yeah. Calm down, lady. This is Denny's, and your God retribution talk is scaring away customers. Yeah, that sounds accurate.
But my allies, they're not worrying about money. They are glorifying God in abundance because God has given to them in great abundance and continues to give his children in great abundance. Because we are being blessed while you are being cursed. That's what happens when you curse Israel. And since we are part of the branch of Israel, well, I just have to say if you curse us, you will be cursed. You might want to bless us so you can be blessed.
N- no, like again, this just it keeps getting worse. The more she talks, the worse it gets. They had all that money, and I'm not gonna lie, money is important. Sometimes it helps the most. Yes, yes, sometimes it does. It absolutely does. Sometimes, literally, sometimes you have those moments where your problems would be solved if you just had extra money, and that blows, especially in this economy. Baloney in hell. Not the baloney. Just go to a shower. A shower would be the best option for her. You know, sometimes I get really mentally worked up over stuff. And what I have to do is I have to go sit down in the shower, like literally sit in the shower. Not take a bath, sit in the shower. And let my thoughts just sort of go. And that's okay to do. Maybe she should have done that instead of this.
But if you want to continue to curse the vine of Israel, go ahead. Continue to do it on your own destruction. God is in a vengeful mood lately. Why do you think he sent the coronavirus? He's killing all you motherfuckers because you're assholes. You deserve to die because you treat people like shit. You try to make people's life miserable. And because of you wanting to make people's lives miserable with your vitriol hatred, God's going to make you miserable. The food is going to dry up for you. You're not going to have anything to eat. Sad. Just sad. The money is going to slip up. You think the government's actually going to give you money? Why do you think they keep putting the stimulus package back? Oh, we'll give you money this time and we'll give you money this time. There isn't no money.
There was money. You want to know why it kept getting pushed back and why they kept fighting over it? Because they couldn't agree on how much they would give people. They couldn't agree on if it was actually necessary. Because, mind you, this stream is March 21st. This is right after everything's shutting down. This is right after the first talks of a stimulus came up. This is when all of it was pure speculation because everything had just started. And guess what, Shani? There was money. And you were big mad because you didn't get your money, but everyone else did. There isn't no money, Mayno. There isn't no money, but I got a stimulus. Small human goes. I used my stimulus to buy myself a new bed because I had been sleeping on the same bed for like 18 years. It was nice. And some asshole stole my bed, and so now I own 0 beds. I don't know what kind of heaven she's going to, but I think I'll be in a different heaven, somewhere with a lot of lotus flowers. Lotus flowers are gorgeous. I do love a lotus flower. Shani is so dumb. So damn dumb. Seriously incompetent. So dumb. So dumb. Or who to give houses to.
You ain't getting a goddamn thing. What you're going to get is more hellfire. Because, see, we're in the tribulation now. This isn't a time for you to go and run. Oh, help me now that you're down and out of luck. Oh, you've had absolute opportunities to get that forgiveness and merciful thing back. No, not anymore. It's game over. The doors are shut. It's now time. You will be judged, and you will be judged harshly because you judge others harshly, and you expect others to be judged harshly. Even though you do the same things as the others, you want them to be judged harshly while you are let off. Maybe if you wished your enemy to strive, if you wished your enemy to be better, maybe you wouldn't be in the position you are right now. But now you're in the position you're on.
aren't you aren't you pretty well known for like wishing the worst things on your enemies, Shani? Aren't you known for doing that? I mean, you were just relishing in the fact that your enemies are worrying about food and living in tiny apartments with little kitchens. What a bitch. Looks like Shani got judged harshly. Oh, Shani got judged super harshly. Should have been a bit more careful about that. Hmm. She is so full of shit. Shani loves Jesus as much as Christopher Reeve loves horses. Hooves, go sit in the goddamn fucking corner. Go. Just go to the corner. Go sit. Go on. Shani needs food too. Does she? Does she?
And you're suffering. Thank God you are suffering. Maybe you'll get down on your knees and say sorry to all the people you harmed in life. Maybe. Or maybe you won't. I'm thinking with your attitude, you won't. Because you just want to return back to more vomit on upon more vomit upon more vomit. That's what you do. It's disgusting.
You're the vomit, Shani. You're the vomit. You want to return to vomit upon vomit upon. Yeah, your life. People are reviewing your life. Your enemies are reviewing your life. You're the vomit that they return to. How does it feel to know that you're vomit?
You want to hate and hate and hate and hate. And because of your hatred, everything you wish upon the other people that you hate will be done unto you.
I fucking hate holier than thou art, Shani. I do. I do. The way that she speaks, her tone of voice, the cadence, the everything. I just want to punch her in the throat. Allegedly. Because, like, you know who used to talk to me like that? The dude that broke my eye socket. He's the one that used to talk to me like that. Whenever he was feeling holier than thou art, he would talk to me in that type of tone and that type of cadence. It makes me reactive. Do you think all her kindness is stuck in the heart crinkles? Oh, probably. Probably is. I'm not a Christian. I did not grow up as a Christian, but is their God not supposed to be there to forgive, not punish? Shani's preaching is the exact opposite. Hate, hate, and punish. Yes. That's exactly it, Mari. So, a lot of Christianity and a lot of Christians, uh, they use Christianity to like further their hate against other people. It's very sad because that's not what Christianity is supposed to be. Ow! That was my fucking ankle. That fucking hurt. Why does her voice sound like Stephen Hawking in the lower bits? I don't know. It's a really good question. Hmm.
Oh. Now there are people who don't like the fact to say that my God takes care of my enemies, but
Her fibro and heart crinkles have hate in them. Good morning, Lubus. That thumbnail, yes, I thought it was beautiful. I had to get the screenshot when I paused it. It's one of my favorites. Her infuriating condescension is only made better by her current state of squalor. Yeah, yeah, it is. Because you know what? I can rest easy knowing that well, she doesn't have the boys. Uh, she's back to drinking. She's kind of fucking everything up. It's great.
He does. I've seen him take their hearts and turn them into stone. I've seen him kill people for me. I've seen God.
God didn't kill anyone for you. How fucking special do you think you are? God isn't going to focus on you and the fact that, oh, I'm going to pray for this person to like die and be sick and like why would God answer your prayer for that over the prayers of someone with cancer? Over the prayers of a child with cancer or the family of a child with cancer or the family of a child with something like Sanfilippo syndrome? Why would God answer your prayers to kill enemies? And we're actually helping someone that needs it. Such a fucking piece of shit. But that is not what their God wanted. He was there to comfort, accept, forgive, not to have enemies, hold grudges, hate, punish, and wish ill on others. She is so unlike her God. Yes. Yes, she is. If her and Jesus are so tight, why hasn't he uncrinkled her heart? I mean, it's a great question. Hmm. If God didn't save my cousin's 4-year-old with brain cancer, God ain't saving you. Yep. Yep. Good morning, Jinx you. Lovely to have you. Read the Bible, like for real. You might reconsider how you feel about gourd. Yeah. Yeah.
God get people in car accidents for me. Awful things happen to people who try to hurt me because that's what they deserve. I am marked by God. I have his seal on my forehead.
That's a wart. That's just a wart. It's only a wart. You don't you don't have to worry about it, Shani. It's just a wart. Why would God mark you? What makes you so special? It's not a seal, it's a huge sit. Bitch, that's a uniwart. So what you're saying is God gave you herpes. It's where her power builds up at. God marked her for karma. Oh. According to Shani, that is a Hindu god mark, not a Christian god mark. Hindus have kissed her feet in the Oh, let me try and grow a pimple on my forehead then. I'll be special too. Oh, shit. Y'all are the best. I hope y'all know that.
And his seal will forever be on my forehead. Because I am his child, I am his daughter, and he spoils the fuck out of his daughters. You should ask Tila Tequila how much he spoils her. He spoils her nice and good, like he spoils me.
So now you want to be like Tila Tequila. Um. Okay, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you've never been as attractive as Tila Tequila. Um. But God has spoiled Tila Tequila because Tila Tequila has brain damage. Uh, Tila Tequila. No, this is 2020. Tila Tequila has been through a lot. Like a lot. And that brain damage, turned her into a Nazi for a little bit. And then she got into another accident, and the brain damage made her marked by God. So, oh my God. I think there's a leak in the hotel roof. I can hear it in my fucking ceiling. Just a little drip. That's gonna be fucking annoying. It's raining right now, y'all. God doesn't just put HPV on anyone's forehead. You're right. It's just her specifically. Well, hello, El Sargento. El Sargento? Shani is a third eye blind. I can see how God has returned his judgment folds on her. What if the uniwort grew roots into her brain and that's the problem? She doesn't need an exorcist, just a dermatologist. Wouldn't that be just the best solution? Like the simplest and easiest solution? I wish that were the case.
Nice and good. You know why? Because we devote our lives to him. We give to him. We sacrifice ourselves for him. We give to others with a joyful heart. We don't do it to make ourselves look good, but to actually legitly help others.
And who did you actually legitly help? Did you actually legitly uh, help the people that you paid for attention? Or in an attempt to get attention? Like Shane Dawson, Nikocado Avocado, Foodie Beauty, Trisha Paytas, PewDiePie, um, or or did you do it to legitly help like Negs and them, who you paid to like pretty much be your attack dogs. Was that legitly helping them? Or was it something that you did for your own gain? Helped herself to the kindness of others? Yes, she did. She absolutely fucking did. That ward is there because Shani doesn't wash her face too. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's why she's always covered in makeup from the day before around this time. Ugh. She then throws up the money giving into their faces. Yes. She loves to do that. Well, I gave you this. Okay, and giving. So did she and Rev tithe the $750,000? No. You know, they just yeah. Giving money to people in actual generosity and charity should never require that you get recognition of any sort, period. No one will ever know how much I give every year and to whom. Yeah, it's no one's business. Uh, because I do it for the charities and not myself. Therefore, it's no one's business who I give money to. Yeah. It's, yeah. Transactional, all of them. What will benefit me? Me first and foremost. Neg, Shady, except yeah, all of them. It's all transactional. Like I've done a lot of things in the background for various people, and I have offered up help in a lot of ways before, like I needed help, and I never ever once have asked for recognition or payment or anything like that from anyone that I've helped out with various things, because like I just I enjoy being able to do something for other people. I enjoy being able to help people with their shit. It's an ongoing joke that me and Lizard have that he's going to give me a raise and double my pay, and that pay, of course, is $0 because I don't ask him for shit. But like, yeah. If anyone has ever paid attention to me on other streams and whatnot, you can see how much money I give just doing fuck shit. Yeah, that's your prerogative. Like, Shan Shan sounds like a cute panda name. Shani needs a more wicked name. She does. She definitely needs a more wicked name than Shan Shan. Shan Shan sounds like a name for one of the characters in We Bare Bears. Love We Bare Bears.
That's something that a lot of people don't do anymore. See, as a joyful thing to help others, they do it so they can get clout and look better in other people's eyes.
That's what you did, you dumb bitch. You wanted the clout and to look better in other people's eyes. And what happened? It bit you in the ass.
It's awfully disgusting. And most of the time, the people you give to stab you straight in the back and try to make you seem like you're an awful person because they don't want to be honest with themselves that they took advantage of someone, and they continue to take advantage of someone. It's a sad plight, But that's how human beings are. They're ruthless, they're monsters. And the body of Christ don't belong with these monsters. We are all jointly praying that Jesus Christ returns because we don't want to be around you people anymore. You're awful. You're disgusting. And soon you'll be eating each other and murdering each other because the hatred in your heart doesn't go away. It only gets worse and worse and worse. And it's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't do anything to nobody. I don't hurt anyone. I have no malicious thoughts toward anyone. But I do know that the Lord God is placing his judgment now. He's tired of the bullshit. And he should be, because his people are tired of it. You know, we did the devil's deeds and we went back and forth with people and we argued with people. Now the body of Christ has woken up to the fact that we don't have to argue with people. We're just going to go and give God's judgments and do God's work. I don't care what your arguments is. I don't care what your feelings are. Your feelings are irrelevant.
Doesn't hurt anyone but her own kids and partner. But okay, Shani, yeah, doesn't hurt anyone except the people that it actually hurts. Sometimes I donate, sometimes I don't. They're based on my reasons. I don't do it for recognition and validation. I don't need anything for something I decided to do. Yeah. And like that that's why I always remind people whenever like I do my little spiel. It's okay if you don't want to throw anything into the small human fund. It's okay if you can't. It's okay if you have shit going on. It's your money. Do with it what you want. Do with it what you please. It's okay. Oh, one of those things. Oh, and her parents and family. Yeah. Yeah, and her parents and family. You know. But you got to remember, she sacrificed having them for I don't know, the greater good something. I don't fucking know. Shani, they make those little body of Christ crackers in the commercial bakery. I can buy them on Amazon. It's not special. Yeah. Oh, you can buy like they actually make these little things. They're like communion on the go, and it's a cup with the grape juice, and then there's like a little wafer inside of the cup, separate from the juice. Which, by the way, I'm really glad that they started to sell those during fucking COVID, because yeah, the way that my church used to do communion for a while was like actually having a loaf of bread that the pastor would like tear off and hand to you, and then everyone would dip their piece of bread in the same cup. Like, no, no, I don't want your fingers on. No, nope. Why does Shani have to speak like a terrible stage actress? The voice, the tone, the movements. Ugh. Yeah, because she's not good. Aren't Jesus's arms supposed to be wide open? Can Jesus's arms be wide open enough for Shani? Well, he is a ghost. So, like, I bet he can do that awesome ghost thing where his arms just, like, stretch and be whatever size he wants. A la Casper and his uncles.
Relevant. It's either get on ship or go and die. That is your choices. It's get with Jesus or die at this moment. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to die because you are dead inside. You spend your whole life being dead inside toward people. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Do you ever try to help someone? Now, see, here's the thing God is telling the Christians to hold back on helping you now. Why is that? Because we know his judgment is being placed, and who are we to get in the middle of his judgment? I certainly don't want to stop my God from doing what he needs to do to people who deserve to be put down.
That is just such a fucked up thing to say. I'm not going to stop my God from doing things people that need to be put down. Um, okay, Shanny. In Shanny's eyes, Jesus' arms are wide open because he's winding up for a haymaker right hook. So a fate worse than death or death? That's I'm not sure. I am not sure. Get with Jesus the ghost, yeah. Don't leave home without the communion on the go. You will not fit on the ship, Shanny. Put down the old yeller great god, Shanny. Yeah. Like, honestly, it makes sense that she was doing, like, this my God is the best God doomer stuff, like, right at the start of COVID. And my enemies are suffering and worried. Because, like, well, first of all, your God did not make COVID. It's a variation of SARS, which is something that we have had for a long time. The SARS virus has been very much well known. It's just that COVID's a variation. Um, your God didn't make that. The people that, oh, they're worried about housing and food. Yeah, because, like, everything was shutting down. People were worried about how they were going to pay rent when they were forced to stay home. People were worried about how they were going to get food when everyone was, like, buying out the grocery store, preparing for this, like, massive fucking lockdown. It wasn't because of your God. That was just because of the situation at hand. Know what I'm saying? She's talking about a hired hitman, not God. She got confused. It's just a little mix up, just a slight mix up there. Hello, hello, Marion. I hope that you're doing well tonight. I know it's night where you're at. Or afternoon? Afternoon. Oh my god, I can still hear the drip right above my fucking head. So annoying.
They deserve to be put down. They deserve to be humbled. They spent their whole life attacking people, making people look bad, so they can get some kind of shitty influence on crappy fucking people with shitty attitudes. It's sad. It's pathetic. But it's their fault. It's what they've done to themselves. What I will do is I will pray that they get healed from their infirmities and they wake up to realize what they've done. But I'm guessing the line in the sand has been made and people have taken sides already. See, the enemies of me, the people who talk ill of me, They don't belong to Christ. They don't. They're not doing what Christ said. And Jesus said, if you don't do as I command you, you don't love me. Jesus told us to love each other, and mankind is in loving each other. So they don't love Christ, and I'm not going to be part of that. But I will say is I see the judgment, I recognize the judgment, and I will go and point God in the direction of which judgment should be made. And I'll allow him to do the avenging because he does it so much better than my little mere human mind can do. He takes you out one by
Okay, first things first. Thank you, Hooves, but you didn't leave a joke or any message. That's weird. You normally do. Hmm. Well, hold on. Let me update. Do 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 do. I have to do it every time. Boop. I, I mean, I like my child. My child is cool, but other people's kids, it just depends. The 9 cents was the joke. God damn it. Thank you, Hooves. Judgments. Judgments? Yes, the judgments. Gotta be aware of the judgments. Judgments. Goddamn judgments. I have a problem with the judgment. He is not there to judge. You're absolutely correct, Marty. He is not there to judge. My God, does she think highly of herself? She does very much think highly of herself. She absolutely does. Um, Shani is the type of person to 1000% just adore herself. Which is just fantastic, don't you think? Judge, not lest ye be judge. Yeah. Thank you, Hoos, for saying that. Alright, let's finish up this video real quick, and then we'll take a very brief pause so that I can help Small Human with something, and then we will watch one more video before we get out of here.
by one, and you bitch and complain and get angrier because you can't defeat me. When the sad thing is, I never even think about defeating you because I don't have to. I have God on my side. He defeats people for me. I don't even have to think it. He does it. If you do something harmful to me, he's going to notice and he's going to get your ass. And it's going to be painful.
Hey,
It's going to be
QTC,
nagging.
welcome
It's
in.
going to be torturous. Because that's what you deserve. Because that's what you've done upon me. But you get it sevenfold. Isn't that sad? Your little vengeful, little hateful spirits get sevenfold of what you do to me. That's funny. See, you think you can go and call the popo on me now. No, you don't understand. The popo know who I am. They know I belong to him. Donald Trump knows I belong to him. Everyone.
You belong to Donald Trump? That's a weird way to phrase it. Hello, Brandon the Possum King. Welcome, welcome. At her size, it is very well possible that a complete astral plane of existence exists inside her meat sack of a body and is only powered by ethereal energies. Possible.
But your asses know I belong to him. Or do you need to be thrown God punches more? He'll continue to punch you. The more you punch at me, the more he'll punch at you sevenfold. Remember that. The more your destruction is going to happen. The more vitriol, hate, the more destruction you're going to get one by one by one by one because I am still I am in one place at all times doing nothing but meditating and watching and waiting for the Lord Jesus Christ because he's coming soon. He's coming soon. And you don't want to be caught yelling and screaming and hurting someone when Jesus is coming. You really don't.
Screaming, like you?
I'm going to scream as top as I loud.
Screaming like you, Shani? Like you? God punches, do they contain alcohol? Maybe. Maybe. She belongs to Dumball Drumpf? Yes. Yes, she does. Apparently. Or she used to. Nowadays, she will claim that she was wrapped up in it, and that's why they said the N word, even though that's said the N word because you want to say the N word. But I digress. Somehow, I think when she says Jesus is coming, she's talking more of the pornographic form. Likely. Shani sounds like a religious prophet from like the 5th century. It's so interesting, slash nuts. It is. It is indeed interesting and nuts. It's both. Oh. I got you, Hola Fola.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
Ah. Is that why the sacrament was extra salty? Oh my god. And what are you supposed to do with false prophets? That's a great question. What are you supposed to do with false prophets? Now, I'm going to take a brief intermission so that I can help Small Human with something. And while I help Small Human, my friend Paul here.
Welcome to another video. Yeah.
This is Paul. This is the lovely gent that taught us how to make the pizza with a difference. He is going to make a cake, a castle cake that is suitable for a kid's party for you. He's going to teach you how to do that while I go help the small one. I'll be... And yes, his volume is really low. That is all him. I can turn it up a little bit on here. Actually, no, I can't, because he is using like a camcorder hooked up to a VCR that's hooked up to his TV to remember to to be able to see himself recording. So, I remember this video. It's great. It is. Uh, it's a castle. It's going to be a castle, Hooves. Look, Paul is doing his best. I'm actually worried about Paul. Paul hasn't posted a video in over a year. So I worry about Paul, but I'm sure that Paul is doing fine. But Paul, makes him a cake.
Chef. Today I'm going to show you how to make a castle cake, and it's a cake in shape of a castle, and basically how to save a few quid while you're doing it. So let's get on with it. Cake I made earlier, I've already made this one, and I've used grey food colouring, black food colouring with this, in a simple cake mix. And another tip to save money, so you don't have to spend a fortune on cake tins, is to use a frying pan. Basically, you take the handle off the frying pan, put your mixture in frying pan, put your mixture in pan, and it saves you buying a cake tin. What you basically need for this project is you need 4 baked bean tins like this, and top's been taken off and so has the bottom. And you don't need to spend a fortune on cake moulds for this, just use 4 bean tins. And this is how it came out of oven. And basically, it looks a bit like your granny's worst sofa cushion. So what we need to do is want to get this stoned effect, and when it comes out of oven, it's got a sort of a crust on it, so we want to get rid of that. So we've got our stoned effects, and you just, if you can see that on camera, just lightly slice all this crust off. And I use currants for this cake, and it's just a basic mixture with black food colouring. And whenever you use black food colouring with a cake, it automatically turns grey. So just do that, just slice it off, and what we're getting there is we're getting a sort of a gnarly, stoned effects like you'd see on a castle. Once you've done that, taken all crust off, you get sort of like what resembles a stone block of granite, but believe me, we're going to make something special out of that later on. And it's the simplest thing in the world to make a cake, but you don't always have to weigh your ingredients. Making a cake's the easiest thing in the world. Let's get camera on a different angle. All you do is add as much flour to the size of cake that you want. So that's as big as cake's going to be that we need. And you'd recipe would probably say about 100 grams of sugar. It'd probably say about 100 grams of sugar. The reason we add sugar to a cake is to tone sweetness up, and it depends how sweet you want your cake as to the ratio of amount of sugar you want. So you just pour that over the top. It's a bit too much, and Just mix that in. Just mix it in. And we're going to add a bit of ginger flavour into this. And also, we're going to use mixed spice. You don't want to use a lot because it's fairly strong stuff. About half a teaspoon to a teaspoonful of this because it's strong stuff. Plus about half a teaspoon of ginger should do that nicely. Half a teaspoon of ginger. And just mix that in. This other one I did, I used exactly the same recipe for base cake. Get that mixed in. Next, you want to add. I'm not using eggs. I never use eggs when I make a cake because I'm not so keen on them. Basically, they don't really do much for it. Next, you want your milk, and to start with, I go for about half a cup of milk to start with. Then you want to add your black food colouring to your milk. A few drops of black food colouring. Probably come back to that later. Whirl it round, and it comes out as a grey mixture, which is what you want. And just pour that in. It's done usual way, just fold it in.
Hello, I have returned.
Made your cake mix.
So yes, you can see
Next thing you
Paul
want to do is pour your mixture into
watching himself there on the little TV.
yeah, improvised cake molds.
Paul is
So
doing his
just
best.
spoon it into these 4 cake molds.
Paul is trying very good. He's trying very, very good.
After you've put your cake mixture in your bowl,
There's an eerie quality to this shot, but I don't think it's intentional. No, it's very much not intentional. Paul is a pensioner doing his best. I like Paul too. I do. I think that Paul has some questionable methods about achieving his goal. And I think that sometimes Paul has some questionable recipes that he is doing. But overall, I like Paul. That setup is kind of cool. Yeah. It gets the job done. He's able to record it and put it up on YouTube.
what you want to do is, as you can see, it's running out of bottom there. So to prevent that, we put an heavy object on, in this case a wrench, and an impact screwdriver. Balance that on there. Then you put it in oven for about 1.5 hours on gas mark 4.
He lost me with the pizza, though. I love making
I'll just
pizza.
wrap these
Hello,
objects
Mr.
over
Fear.
in tin foil for when it's
Yeah.
an hour and a half later.
Yeah, he lost me with the pizza, too. He also kind of lost me with this because of that. But at the same time.
And this is what happens when you put cake mix into 4 bean things. It's overflowed a bit. I haven't managed to stop it overflowing, and it doesn't look very
appetising or indeed castle-like at the moment. So we'll rescue these from bean tins and see what we've got. Hindsight, what I should have really done is grease these tins because they're somewhat stuck inside. So if you're doing this yourself, you're best off greasing these tins before you put your cake mix in. And as you can see, there's one I did earlier. There's one I mounted earlier just to work out method of doing it. And it's a fairly straightforward method for mounting these things. And push that gently out. Doesn't look very appetizing at the moment.
Just look at him go.
But once you see overall effects, it should turn out quite well. Just push it out at 10.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get creative.
And there you get your turret. You've got your turret, freestanding turret. And what you need to do next is carve a niche out. Just time camera focus here.
Well,
What you need to do next is carve a niche out in top of your cake for your turret to balance on. It's a bit of a waste of food actually, just doing it this way, but you could also rest the plate with scraps or something. And you need to make a well here to support it. It's a bit like underpinning an house. You've got to make a bit of a well there for support. And just put your piece in.
I think one of the things that I appreciate
And there's a
about
bit
this
hanging over edge.
is it.
And all you need to do is
It's almost like watching someone's
just
home
cram that
movies.
in like that. Use it
The
as
things that, like,
cement, if you will.
you weren't supposed to see. Like they may be
Just put
recording
that
for
in
other
with your
people.
fingers.
It feels like that.
And hopefully that should stand, but if you want to really reinforce it, what you could do is use icing. Ready rolled icing is best.
Oh, hello. I have returned. Hashtag fuck hotel Wi-Fi. hello. So the rain has gotten pretty bad, and it is causing the Wi-Fi to just completely drop at times. So I'm going to go ahead and call this stream here. As always, in the description, you'll find links to. Oh, it's not hotel Wi-Fi. It's Shani's Wrath. Oh no! I should have known. As always, in the description, you'll find links to the stream pervs I'm on the shared stream yard with. You'll find links to the Petty Fam. You'll find a link to Tito, because Tito's funnier than Yato. You will find the master list of U.S. resources. Tonight, I will be back for a longer stream. We're going to do fundraising. Why are we going to do fundraising? Well, because it is coming up on time to get small human seizure meds. There are links to that. Ultimately, tonight I would like to be able to at least get like half of the cost of a seizure med. It's like $455. So I'm gonna stream a while. We'll take a look at some classic Shani and Rev moments that are hilarious. Maybe take a look at some G-Man. Watch Cobes make some stuff. Maybe check in with Kate, see what she's cooking up. Say hi to Tony Chase. Stuff like that. If you would like to help out with Small Humans Seizure Med before then, of course, the links are up. Any help is greatly appreciated. I have to get them next week, but if I go ahead and do it now, then I don't have to worry about it. I can set it aside. So, or if I can get halfway to that cost tonight, then I can go ahead and pick them up tomorrow, and then I don't have to worry about it, and I already have his meds. It's like, them shit's expensive. But yeah. So yeah. I hope to see y'all tonight. Again, if you'd like to help with towards that before tonight, then you're more than welcome to. I'll just take it off the total goal, and I'll make the goal small. Yeah. So I hope that y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna see if I can't switch locations to closer to the office where the Wi-Fi is set up, so that way I can do some work this afternoon. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you're going to bed, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.